and I think he gets a charge out of messing with Frank. And but yeah, that's I think one of the reasons I was asked to do it was a kind of a Roger Don revisit, vibe wise.
Very excited to be chatting about Confess Fletch. What a great movie. There's undeniably this, Roger Don chemistry that you see between Frank and Fletch. Yeah. And I'm curious if that's something that you guys kind of like knew going into the movie, like this is just going to be what people perceive it as, so we're going to lean into it, or is that just kind of you and John's natural chemistry together?
We do have a good rapport. We get along well as friends and colleagues and stuff. But it was in the script. I mean, this kind of antagonistic relationship. But Fletch kind of does that to everybody. He kind of comes into people's lives and turns them upside down, and then kind of makes a quick exit. So I think he leaves a trail of people going, "What the hell was that?" Including Frank, and I think he gets a charge out of messing with Frank. And but yeah, that's I think one of the reasons I was asked to do it was a kind of a Roger Don revisit, vibe wise, and it was and there's no point in trying to deny that or create some other vibe. I mean, I think that's what was there in the original story, the Fletch story, and it just kind of fits.
One thing I think is interesting is as far as film wise, not speaking about the books, but necessarily film wise, Richard Libertini, who played Frank in the original film,
the great Richard,
right? I mean, just phenomenal actor. And what's great is your version of Frank is almost the entire opposite. Whereas he was kind of a punching bag for Fletch, you're more like you're dishing it right back out to him, and I really like that dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, I just love Richard Libertini and everything. So yeah, but there's no point in trying to recreate anything any of those guys did, because they were iconic, and that would just be a fool's errand. And this was so specifically written, and Greg is his own man and is super talented and smart and funny and confident in what works, as is Hamm. Yeah. And so it was my day one was I only had a couple scenes, so it was a good set to walk onto because those guys knew what they wanted, and we just kind of messed around a little bit with it until they were happy.
That's awesome. Yeah. I guess maybe the most pressing question I have is, why does everybody hate Pete so much?
Pete Campbell?
What did Pete do? No, I mean in the movie when you're like, I hate that guy. He's like, hey, Pete.
Oh, Pete.
Pete from the bullpen. What did Pete do?
Because he's so morose.
That's what it is.
Hey, Pete. Hey, Fletch. I think Frank hates his life at this point, his work life anyway. It's just he complains about everything and everybody, and I think he feels like it's less and less his world every day.
Yep.
And Pete is just maybe a reminder of all that.
That sounds about right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time to speak today, John. It's Absolutely. A great flick. I'm excited for more people to see it.